There appears to be some good developments on the right side of politics in this United Kingdom, and I wanted to bring you an update, or at least my interpretation. Based on the interviews by Charlie Downs and other Restore Britain surrogates in the legacy media over the past few days, the legacy press have started to run hit pieces on Restore Britain, and they are being rejected both by other right-leaning parties and, more importantly, the subscribers of these outlets. I'll give you an example. This is from Alistair Heath. Farage must reject Rupert Lowe's repugnant dance with white nationalism. And then their subscribers and their commentators, or their commenters on the post, ratioed the article into high heaven and basically backed Rupert Lowe. These are the same legacy media outlets that will say that Israel has a right to exist, Israel should be a Jewish state, and they have a right to demographic security in their own homeland. So a lot of white British people will ask, well, if it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. If it's good for one country, it's good for all countries. Again, that's just my opinion. We're going to get onto something rather telling and rather more interesting in a moment. Nick Robinson had Rupert Lowe on his Radio 4 show earlier on today, and there's like a 11 or 12 minute interview that's going online, and I invite you all to go and watch it. You should be able to find it. But what's interesting is there's a minute and a half clip, which I'm going to get to now, which I think we should all watch together.
You quote, and have often quoted, what you say is a prediction that white Britons will be a minority in 2063. Are you aware that, by the definitions used in that particular report, King Charles is not a white Briton? Do you think he is a white Briton?
Well, many people have different interpretations of that, Nick. I mean, we can split hairs, but I think...
Well, you're not splitting hairs. Do you think the monarch of this country is a white Briton?
Quite clear, and I think most British...
Well, at the very least, he's white European. Okay, so if European stock and European descent, he may have a Greek father, but he's got a British mother. So, at very least, very least, he is a white European. We're going to get into the specifics of the report in a minute.
People, if you speak to them, would agree, and that is
why King Charles a white
Britain's membership is growing very fast, and your listeners are dropping equally fast because you don't reflect actually what's happening.
Why do you answer the question now? We've got you on.
You try and whitewash all of the things that happen.
Is King Charles a white Briton?
Yes.
Change, you peddle DEI, you peddle all of the malign agenda, which British people have got bored of.
Right.
So
there are a lot of people ignoring the questions, Mr. Lowe. The reason I ask you, and it's a serious question.
It is a fact that by 2063, white British people will be a minority on current trends. I don't think anyone disputes that.
What I was putting to you is that the basis of that forecast, which is widely disputed and based on a whole series of assumptions that none of us know whether they'll be true or not, is that you're only called a white Briton if both of your parents were born in this country.
That's patently inaccurate, that's patently false, and Matt Goodwin of Reform UK agrees. It was his report, actually, and we're going to get to that in a moment.
So because Prince Philip was born in Greece, King Charles is not, under your definition, treated as a white Briton.
It's not his definition. Anyway, we're going to end this here. As I say, the most revealing thing is, after Reform UK all but saying there wasn't going to be any sort of deal between Restore Britain and Reform UK, at least in public, there may be talks going on behind the scenes, there are a lot of people, the grassroots and surrogates of Reform UK, that are extremely sympathetic to what Restore Britain is trying to achieve. Matt Goodwin went on X and he clarified the report that's referred to in this interview, and we're going to read through the tweet now. It's clear that neither Nick Robinson or Fraser Nelson in his tweets have not read our report properly. Our definition of white British is somebody who ticked the 2021 census white British. If the king filled out the census, I would assume he would have ticked that box. So there we go. What Nick, Fraser and others are doing are conflating foreign-born and their descendants with self-identified status. The discussion about white British is what people ticked on the census. If you use exactly the same modelling and predictions as the Office of National Statistics, you'll see that white British will become a minority by 2063, while it will happen as early as 2050 in the under 40s. If we are to take evidence seriously, Rupert, not Nick, was right. It is my report, and I feel the need to set the record straight. Full report link below. So there we have it. What I think Matt Goodwin understands, and many in the reform grassroots, maybe not the leadership yet, if you come down hard and heavy on Restore Britain, it gives the legacy media and the legacy press the opportunity to destroy any of the gains, the relative gains, that the right of centre discourse and the right of politics in this United Kingdom have gained in the past 2 or 3 years. We cannot and we should not allow this to happen. This is my view. As always, your mileage may vary. These are encouraging seeds that are being sown between Reform UK and Restore Britain, and hopefully we can work together to get our country back. Now, if you like this video, make me aware, like and subscribe. Let me know if you think the BBC is done for. And we shouldn't have to pay for the license through Netflix. I appreciate your time. You have a good day and take it easy.